everyone. My name is Amber. Welcome back to my channel, Amber Reads Romance. Today I'm going to be doing a TBR for April. I've actually never done this before, and I'm just going to give it a shot because I am a huge mood reader. So a lot of times I'll just pick and choose wherever I'm feeling that day to read that book. But that does lead to a lot of things sitting on my Kindle forever, things that I've been meaning to read. I'll usually put finishing off series or continuing with series off because I don't want the series to end, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to actually do a TBR and see if that'll help. Also be able to plan my content a little better and plan my month. So let's go ahead and dive into my TBR for April. I am actually doing the read along that Jess from Peace Love Books and Tori from A Novel Life is doing. It's like the Blame It on the Alcohol series from Fiona Cole. So I believe the third and final book in that series is going to be hitting in April. Currently, we're still in it in March. So that is going to be Blame It on the Vodka. So I'll plan reading that just to finish out that read along. And then I did get an arc for Highland Beast. I've never read this author before, so I'm interested to see how this book goes. Sorry, I don't have it with me right now. I can't remember the author's name, but I will put a picture up above of this author. It's like a Highland Scottish romance, so I'm interested to read that. Then I really want to read Words by Ashley Jade or A. Jade. I've been having this on my TBR forever. I always see people blow it up on BookTube, which makes me nervous to try it, as always. And it's a hefty book. Like, it's a pretty thick book. I don't usually read rock star romances, but I thought I would give it a try because, you know, I've heard so many good things. It's a curvy heroine, kind of like a hate to love. They were kind of friends in high school. I guess he kind of like betrays her in a really bad way, and so she hates him now. Now he's like a super successful rock star, but he is like has trauma or like is acting out, I think, doing bad things. So they need somebody to kind of like keep him on the straight and narrow, somebody that won't sleep with him or fall for him. And so one of the other band members knows how much she hates him, and so he gets her to help out, and she needs the money. That's what what I've heard it's about. But so I'm interested to read it. I kept putting it off because I was like, oh, it's so long. But I'm going to read it for April. So this is going to make me stick to it, hopefully. Then I want to read, I got a couple Pam Godwin books, which I have up here. So I do want to read A Dark Notes and A Sea of Ruin. I'm probably going to be doing a vlog for that, I'm thinking. So I'm not sure if I'll read both of them this next month. I might. It just depends on how good I am at not procrastinating and maybe spacing them out, but that's the plan. So we'll see how it goes. Everybody's heard about these books. I mean, I've wanted to read these forever. So you have Dark Notes, which is like a student teacher, a piano teacher, but it's extremely dark. I wanted to read some dark romance of Pam Godwin. I've only read one of her books, which is Lesson in Sin, and I loved it. But I heard these are a lot more dark and emotional. And this is like BDSM is healing, which I love. And so I've been wanting to read this forever. Finally bought the book, so I can't wait to dive into this. So I'm really excited for that. And then you have A Sea of Ruin, which is it's kind of like a historical pirate romance as a female pirate. She's married but estranged from her husband, and he basically is kind of pursuing her, but then she also gets taken by a pirate hunter, and there's a lot of dubious or maybe even non-consent in this, I'm guessing, and some really dark subject matter. So I'm really interested in both those books. So then I'm going to read The Right Move. I read Mile High, and I absolutely loved it. And I've heard The Right Move is even better. But of course I put it off like I always do. So I can't wait to read this book. Everybody blows it up. He's like Ryan's top book boyfriend. This follows the brother Ryan. He's a pro basketball player. From the heroine that was in I can't even think. From the heroine that's in Mile High. And so I'm really excited to read this. I think it's going to be like a fake relationship too, where her other coworker moved in with Ryan for help and stuff. So I'm excited to see how this book is and if it lives up to the hype. Then I want to read The Blind Side. I've wanted to read this forever. It's on my TBR forever. And I kind of want to read some more, fake dating relationship, books. And that has this, I believe he's a hockey player. I'm not positive. I might be totally wrong on that. But it's a college fake dating, relationship. And I'm really excited to read that one. Then I want to finish, well, not finished because a new book just came out, but I haven't finished Salacious Claire's Club. I need to read Mercy. So I can't wait to read Mercy by Sarah Kate and finish that out. I've heard such amazing things about this book. It's going to be an age gap and a dom sub kind of thing, but the female is the older woman and she is the dom in this. So, and the male character is actually the son of Emerson from Praise, and he's a brat and he's a little shit, and she's going to be the dom. So I'm excited to read that. I think it'll be great. And then, of course, I have not wanted to finish the series because it's one of my favorite series and I didn't want it to end. Technically, her book there's a book after this called The Savage, but people have said that's like not really that good. And I wanted to end on a high note. I'll probably end up reading Savage because it's Sophie Lark and I'll read everything that she does. But I need to read The Spy. So I'm going to read The Spy for sure in April because it has been on my Kindle for months and I need to read it. Then I need to read The Predator by, I think it's Runix. I'm sorry, I totally forgot the author's name. But that's also been on my Kindle forever. I've heard good things about the series. I love mafia. It's kind of like a mafia romance, so don't know too much about it, but plan to read that. And then I want to read some more MM romances. I haven't read a lot, so I do want to read Soul Eater, which is like a monster romance, MM romance. And I've been trying to hit some more monster romances too, so that would be perfect. And then also Unhinged, which has been on my thing forever, which is like the serial killer, like this guy like basically adopts kids that have those serial killer or psychopath tendencies, and he kind of raises them to use that in a different way. And so this is another MM serial killer kind of romance, and I've heard really good things about the series, so I definitely want to read that. And then I want to keep reading. I'm trying to go through Sam Mariano's backlist. She's one of my favorite authors, and I've had this book on my Kindle forever as well, and that is Stitches. It's like a poly relationship where it's a married couple, and there's no sword crossing, I don't think, in this book. It's more like they share the wife because it's like their best friend, I think, is going through a divorce or was cheated on, and he doesn't really feel like he could be in this dynamic anymore because I think he has feelings for the wife too. And so the friend basically offers her up for him to have as well, and the wife, I think, is pretty on board with it. So I've heard this is a tamer Sam Mariano than like what I'm used to, which is like Untouchable and like Mateo. So I'd be interested to see how she does this kind of like poly romance, and I can't wait to read it. So I think that's it. I might add another male book because I ordered Him by Serena Bowen, El Kennedy. I've never read that book. I've heard a million things about him and I still haven't read it. So I need to read that book. So it depends on when I get it. I just ordered it. So it should be here in April. So I might be doing a vlog because I want to start reading some more romances. I haven't read a lot. And I do love them. So I really want to read some more. So that's it for now. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to read other books and hopefully I'll stick to this TBR. I don't know how strict I'll be on myself to sticking to reading each of these romances because I am a mood reader. But thank you so much. I know this is kind of like an awkward video. I've never done it before. So thank you for watching this. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.